Welcome, beloveds. What are some of the ways in which we can lead a healthy mental life? Point number one, focus on yourself. When I say focus on yourself, I am referring to all the choices, all the pieces, all the aspects of you, of your personality that needs your attention, that needs improvement, that needs deep healing, awareness, and understanding. Let's start with the basic. So first is eating, your appetite. So what type of food you choose to eat? Remember, food is just not to satisfy your senses, meaning your taste bud, but food has a lot to do with your energy, with your life, with your body, mind and brain. Food is not something that we just include as a part of our routine. It is not just in terms of break. It is not just to do a thing wherein we are just allowed to have a mental trip in the past, in the future, or to have conversations with someone or a time pass kind of thing. So food, whenever you are eating your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, anything in between, food is not an escape to some another world. Okay, one needs to be very mindful while consuming food, and we have to go a step back. One needs to be very mindful when they are purchasing or paying for the food they wish to eat. Now, in Bhagavad Gita, there are three gunas that are explained, which has to do with every aspect of our personality. But right now, I'll talk in the context of eating healthy choices. So the three gunas are sattva, rajas, and tamas. Tamas is the lower mode of energy, which has to do with darkness, depression, dull, tired, bored, boredom, fatigue mood. So here all the foods which kind of deprives you of your energy. So non-veg comes in this category. Second is rajasic. Rajasic has to do with the mode of passion. So it is the anger part, the passion part, the cheerfulness part, but more on the excitatory side. So here the junk food, the spicy food comes in this category. And the first one is sattva. So sattvic food, one that has to do with the mode of goodness. So that adds on to your truthfulness, happiness, joy, cheerfulness. So the food comes here is fruits, vegetables, juices, whole grain meal, the food which our body needs. Now I am also a very foodie person, so I do try to taste different types of food, but once in a while it is completely fine. But if it is more often in a week, eating junk food or going for more of spicy food, then you may not know, but it does impact your moods, because food is positively correlated with our moods, with our mindset. You can try this out. When you eat a very heavy dessert or food that comes in the category of rajas and tamas, so spicy or something which is on a heavier side, how you feel dull and tired and bored, and you are at the lowest of your energy, and you need to, or your body need to take a lot of time to come out of that mode of boredom, to come out of that mode of fatigue or tiredness, meaning come out of mode of ignorance as per the characteristic of guna. And it also impacts you more, because you are likely to become more restless, more on the angrier side, and it takes a lot of time for you to settle down. But but most of the time in your routine and in a week and so in a month, if you are making more of the sattvic choices, meaning food that has to do with all of the goodness, fruits, vegetables, whole grain meal, then you feel more energized, more active, more enthusiastic, more cheerful. And also when you are having your food, like I said in the beginning, it's not about taking a mental trip anywhere. It's just not limited to keep on having conversations or talking with someone, or you on your mobile phones or laptop, or watching a movie or a series, but one needs to be mindful when one is consuming food, because that's the energy that you are consuming which has to do with your functioning. Now all of us wants to be very positive, functional, active and successful. So every little choice in our routine matters a lot, and food is one of the most important factor, most important ingredient to keep our bodies and brain alive. And it just not has to do with satisfying your senses, meaning your taste buds. So therefore please make healthy food, healthy eating choices once in a while. Like I said, it's completely okay, but most of your routine should be based on eating healthy, choosing healthy food for yourself. Next is your sleep. Make sure that you have a proper sleep routine and you are following it consistently. Then it will become easier for you to keep it up, and you are likely to have a good time relaxing and sleeping. Sleeping is equally important, because your body and your brain needs a rest, and also certain chemicals, hormones gets activated during your sleep time, which allows you to take a rest plus process everything in your brain, and so the next day you wake up feeling more fresh, active and energetic. So enough sleep is important besides eating healthy food. Next is exercising. Exercising, jogging, yoga, meditation, that adds on to your success, to your beauty, that helps you to attain your goal more enthusiastically, more peacefully, and it keeps your brain and body very, very active, very, very focused and well concentrated. And to meet any demands or challenge, or even to accomplish any goal in our life, we need the help of our body and our brains, because they are working for us. Now you as a master should know, okay, this is also important. You need to be aware that if you are the master of your mind, or your mind is master of you. So the ones who have trained their bodies, brains and minds successfully, like Arjun in Bhagavad Gita, they are likely to be more focused, more successful, more concentrated, and less likely to be disturbed, meaning less likely to be affected by external circumstances or by moods. Because see, many times what happens is we are just looking for some stimulus on the outside, like if mood will come, then I'll do the thing, or I need to be in a right mood or environment, or certain external factors or stimulus has to be presentable in a certain way for me to get on the pedal. So but that's not the case. Then you are just too focused on the outside. So if you are waiting for a mood for you to come, then this is also one of the biggest cause of the problem, procrastination. A talk in another session. So yes, this is all very important. Also, when it comes to focusing on yourself, the part and pieces and aspects of your personality that needs your attention and your awareness. Now this doesn't has to be in a self-centeredness or in arrogant mode, but this has to do with how kind you are with yourself. So start with the kind of thoughts you think about yourself. So how you are with yourself in your mind or when you are alone. I am referring to your self-talk. When you make a mistake, what is your self-talk like? When someone criticizes you, what is your self-talk like? When you are challenged, what is your attitude with yourself? Suppose if you are feeling jealous or envious of someone, the first point is, are you aware about that? Because that shows that means you are operating from your fear. It's nothing negative, but it definitely needs your awareness, your attention. So when you are experiencing a feelings of jealousy or envy or grief, or you are something or someone on the losing side, what is your self talk like? So all this also comes in focusing on yourself, and you have to be very very kind and compassionate with yourself, not in terms of taming yourself in unhelpful way, but kind and compassionate in a way, in the process when you are trying to make a shift, when you are working hard, taking efforts to change yourself, in that sense. Otherwise you may go on the negative or unhealthy way, which is definitely not helpful. So these are some of the points that will help you to focus on yourself. So start focusing on yourself in a very kind and compassionate way, and also include all the factors that revolves around this point, but that needs more of your awareness and attention. Thank you.